What up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your guy, Something. Hit the keys. In today's video, I kind of want to talk about Apple and the new M5 MacBooks. It looks like the MacBook M5 Pro and Max chips are coming to the MacBook Pro here in February. So what I want to do in today's video is I kind of want to talk about the new MacBooks. I want to talk about who the MacBooks are for and if you necessarily need it. I know us as musicians, we like to grab everything that is new, that is coming out, but you might not need this new M5 MacBook, and I'll tell you why. So let's go ahead and take a look here at this story. Apple MacBook Pro, M5 Pro, and Max coming February 2026. So this is reported by Gear News. I actually have another story. It's reported by a bunch of people reporting the same thing. But let's go ahead and take a look here kind of at the story. So it says, the imminent Apple update has brought the MacBook Pro M5 back into sharp focus for many music producers and media creators. According to several reports, new MacBook Pro models with M5 Pro and M5 Max chips will be released alongside the macOS 26.3 update in February 2026. Unfortunately, an exact date has not yet been confirmed. So what I've been reading from everything is that they want to launch the new M5 Pro and M5 Max chips at the exact same time that they drop the new OS. I think that they're having a couple of issues with the OS currently. So they're saying that ideally they want to put this out in February, but March at the latest. So if there's issues, obviously, with this update and stuff like that, then they're not going to be able to drop the M5 until that update comes out. So let's go ahead and read a little bit more about this. According to Mark Gurman, the launch is expected to occur between February and March. Mac OS 26.3 is currently in the beta cycle, but an official release is anticipated in the first half of February. If the software schedule is delayed, the release of the MacBook Pro 5 could be also delayed. Several sources cite the same time frame, which supports the rumor at least somewhat. In terms of content, the MacBook Pro M5 appears to be more of a performance update than a design change. The focus is on the new chips, while the case and basic concept will likely remain the same. For studio users, the most important factor is how many virtual instruments, effects, and large projects the computer can run simultaneously without overheating. This is especially important when elaborate orchestra libraries, large sample sets, and complex mixing sessions, because of additional CPU power directly impacts the workflow. So it says here that it's more about performance than appearance. I do wonder, though, at this point, how much greater is the M5 than the M4? Or how much greater is the M5 versus the M3? We'll talk about that a little bit more here in the video. But really, I mean, how are you only going to focus on performance when the performance of the M4 is phenomenal? So a major design and feature set changes are not expected until a future model with a new touch display and modified design, including an integrated eSIM, hits the market. For now, however, the focus is on the performance gains offered by the new chip generation. Anyone considering an upgrade who works extensively with audio, video, or sound design will likely be interested in the MacBook Pro M5. It remains to be seen whether Apple will link the new devices directly to the Mac OS 26.3 cycle or wait for the 26.3.1. But we'll keep you up to date. I read another article here too that basically says some of the same stuff. That it's just planned to come out during the 23 or 26.3 release cycle of the new OS. So it looks like it should be coming out here, anytime soon. So here's the part of the video where we kind of need to talk about, do you need an M5 MacBook? Because I know a lot of times with everything that comes out new, everybody wants to buy everything new all the time, right? So, I honestly say, think to yourself, do you need all the features in the new M5 MacBook? Or is your M4, your M2, your M1 getting you by still? I say all this because I have an M1 MacBook. I do all kinds of production. I edit videos. I have complex sessions and stuff in my FL Studio. And it just runs. It just works, right? I will admit I can't stream and run heavy projects off of one computer with my MacBook Air, but it's a MacBook Air and it's an M1. And so if you get an M2 Pro or even an M1 Pro, you can still run a stream and complex FL Studio sessions off your computer. So that's just something to think about as we're getting into the new cycle of computers, right? Because they're always going to want to sell you. It doesn't matter what it is. It's whether it's an upgrade on a car, whether it's an upgrade on a plug-in, whether it's an upgrade on a phone. The difference generally, if it's an update from year to year, isn't going to be significant enough for you to trade in last year's model for this year's model. So I recently just got an iPhone, a 17 Pro, right? But before that, I had a Samsung 21 Galaxy S FE, right? I didn't get the best Galaxy. I got one that was good enough because I didn't need all the features in the full Galaxy, right? I would have kept this phone, but the internet's broke on this phone. It doesn't work well with my MacBook and just a few other things about this. It just, I needed a new camera so I could do better top-down views. So I ultimately got the iPhone Pro. Now, I would not have got the iPhone Pro if in the regular iPhone 17, you can do ProRes recording. So ProRes recording, I'm going to start doing videos and other kind of stuff like music videos. So to have ProRes recording on my Sony, on this phone, it allows me to shoot different angles at the same time and easily blend them up. So that's the only reason I upgraded to the full version. I say all of that to say this. Do you need the full version of the MacBook Pro, or is what you have good enough? So let's take a look here at kind of some of the pricing. So we see this obviously isn't going to be the exact price for, you know, the Pro with the M5 Pro and Max chips. You can get this right now with the standard M5 chip. And so right now, this computer is going to be $1,599 with the standard M5 chip, right? So it's $1,600. With this, you're only going to get 256 gigabytes of storage, so on and so forth. If you upgrade to the M4 chip, it is $2,000. And if you upgrade to the M4 Max chip, it's $3,199. So I need you guys to think about what you're using this for, because I did a video a ways back. All right, so as you see in this video, I used a bunch of CPU intensive things with a bunch of CPU intensive effects on them too as well. So we got Analog Labs, Pigments, Omnisphere, Analog Labs, Pigments. So we've got, those are all very CPU intensive plugins. Then I have vocals going. On the vocals, I have Nectar, and then I have Ozone on a master track too as well. And then you see here, I'm screen recording as well. And you see that it's 57% CPU usage, which is heavy. But with the plugins I'm using, this is before all of them were optimized too. So this is when Pigments wasn't optimized. This video is 4 years old, right? And so if you can run all of this stuff off of a M1 Mac, do you necessarily need to go out and spend $3,100 on an M5 Max Pro or Ultra? You get what I'm saying now? So like, let's look here. You've got all kinds of refurbished computers that you can get. So like right here, we're looking in, sorry, these aren't the refurbished. These are just the regular price. So you can get a MacBook Air, which probably has just the regular M5 chip in it for $999. The Pro that has the M5 chip in it for $1599, right? But let's go look here at some of these refurbished units, right? So you can get an open boxed MacBook Air, granted it's an M1, for $389, fam. $389. So for most people who are musicians, this is going to get the job done for you, right? It's what I'm using, and I'm editing videos in 4K, all kinds of stuff, right? That'll get the job done for you. They've got other ones here you see for, you know, $599 or whatever the case is. You can come over here and you can get refurbished M2 MacBooks for $799. You know what I'm saying? For $799. And this is going to get the job done for you too. You can come over here and get all kinds of different refurbished computers. So you can get a refurbished M4 MacBook for $849. You know, there's all kinds of deals on these computers that you guys should really check out before you dive right into an M5 MacBook Pro. That's just my opinion. As somebody who has a MacBook, I absolutely love my MacBook. I have a MacBook, I have a PC. My MacBook's my favorite computer. I love it. I do want to upgrade at some point to like, I'm probably going to get like a MacBook, or I'm probably going to get a Mac Mini or something like that, just so I have a stable computer here all the time. And it'll help me stream and stuff better like that. And then I didn't even mention, you can get into the world of the Mac Minis, and you can get like an M5 Mac Mini for like $599, $600. You just have to get a screen and everything else. But when you're looking at buying one of these right here, I mean, $599 for an M4 chip, you know? I mean, you can't beat that. You know, you add a little bit of, you fix up your memory or whatever it is that you want, bam. You know, I mean, I think 16 gigabytes would be fine with this M1 MacBook chip. 48 gigabytes or whatever. You just keep what I have, and then I would probably add 512. I'd spend $799 on this, and then I would add just external storage, and that's gonna get you to $799 for this thing right here, you know, 66 bucks a month. So there's plenty of different options out here. I'm not trying to hate on Apple. I do like Apple. I mean, I like PC and Android too. I'm not one of those people who is it's Apple or nothing, or it's PC or nothing, or it's Android or nothing. I appreciate good technology when it comes out. I appreciate Apple and everything that they're doing. But the fuss that we make every single year when a new Apple comes out, new MacBook comes out, new phone comes out, it's just too much, y'all, because they're not doing enough. It's not like synthesizers, right? So like, let's say Sequential drops a new synthesizer. It's not going to be the Take 5.2. It's going to be a completely different synthesizer. The same with like Arturia, you know, unless they're updating their keyboards, they're dropping new synthesizers, you know? It's just, I feel like sometimes we get caught up in this hype, and we don't always need to go out and spend all of our coins on the newest stuff when what we have is just doing the job well. So make sure if you guys do like this content though, you drop a whole elbow on that like button, hit subscribe to that notification bell so every time we bring you guys a new video, you can be the first to see. I appreciate you guys' time as always, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace. I fumbled the peace sign at the end. Only the real ones who watch to the end can laugh at me like, haha.
Some hit the key.